Hi guys, it's me, Vicky, here again to share another 12 by 24 inch Christmas scrapbook layout. I hate to tell you this because I'm just loving this picture or this layout and this paper, but the background paper, I could not tell you where that came from. I have a drawer in one of those like Sterilite plastic drawer systems, and I had single Christmas paper, pattern pieces of paper stuck in there for the past couple of years, and I forgot about it, and I was going through it to try to use some of it up, and I found this, but I have no clue who it is from. I actually think it fell out of one of my die cuts with a view Christmas paper stacks. I'm sorry I can't tell you where or who the paper is, but you know what? It's pretty basic paper. If you can find a gingham print, you could use any color. And then the graph paper, again, graph paper is getting to be pretty common. You can find so many types and brands. Anyway, the layout, I only had one sheet of the brown gingham paper, and I thought, boy, I'd love to use that as my background. So what I did is just cut 12-inch strips. It's about 3/4 of an inch wide, and put it around the border of my paper. The little presents that go across the top of the layout is actually chipboard that was in one of my purchases I made, where I made I bought pattern paper, and they put that chipboard in there to make the shipment sturdy so your paper doesn't get all crumpled up. So I used a little bit of that. I would say it's probably like a medium thickness of chipboard, and I just took paper from Basic Gray Jovial Collection and put on there, wrapped it up like little presents. I actually scrap lifted this layout, and at the end of the video I'll show you the official or the initial layout that I scrap lifted from. And let's see, the ribbons and trims, that's self-explanatory, and you can find them just about anywhere. I will zoom in here in a minute. The tissue paper going across the top, I just kind of crumpled that up and put it along the back of my craft cardstock there. I didn't use the red sticky tape. I can't find mine. I just used my ATG Scotch glue gun to run a strip of adhesive along the cardstock, and it stuck right on there. The alphas are, of course, thickers, and I drew a little line around my banner with a green marker. It reads Happy Holidays from the Steingers. Now, our name is not Steinger, but we are a blended family. The pictures here are my husband, myself, and my stepkids. This one's my son over here, the second from the left. But this very Christmas this year, we were combining our names. I said, look, we've all been together so long and blah, blah, blah. We're starting to look like each other. But these pictures here are from like 2003 or 2004. Anyway, we was changing the combination of our names around so many different ways. And this is one of the names that came up, one of us created, and we got the biggest laugh out of that. The Steingers. We're actually more like the Griswolds, truth to be told. I did my journaling over here. I just drew some lines on there. Used my little felt marker to write in the message. explaining why this says Happy Holidays from the Steingers. This you know, here's what I wanted to point out. These pictures are from long ago. Like, I couldn't remember 2003 or 2004. I just couldn't pinpoint it. And guys, that's why it is so important to put those dates on your layouts. And I'll tell you something, I have just started in the past few months when I get pictures developed, because sometimes I go back and have pictures developed that were taken back in 2003 or 2004. I'm writing the dates on the back of my photographs, because you really do. You think, oh, I'll remember this, I'll remember that shirt, or I'll remember that happening, but you don't. Time gets away from us, and we can't always get those pictures scrapped right away. So anyway, I think that pretty much tells you everything about the layout. It was actually simple, and you know, I think this is one of my all-time favorite layouts. I wish you could see these little presents dancing along the top of the layout. It's just so cute. And you know, that tissue paper, I picked that up at Joann's like probably 2 years ago, if not 3 years ago. But hopefully it gets your ideas going, and please feel free. I would be honored if something here gets you inspired and you scrap lift. I would love it. In fact, feel free to share it if you do. I just thought this was the cutest layout. Now let me zoom in for you. I really love this font for the Christmas holidays. Not too much on glitter alphas, but this does work perfect. And it's just the right size. And these pictures were 4x6 portrait mode, and I did trim them down a little bit. I didn't mat them. They seem to be just fine. If you have any questions, guys, if I can find out for you, I will. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a great weekend. Hey guys, this is the layout that I scrap lifted from. You can see there's a big change in the color combination, and my presents are a little bit bigger and they're a little bit less. But I wanted to kind of share this with you. The layout was done by Stacy Cohen, and you know what? I always liked her. I remember Stacy Cohen from when QVC used to have their scrap fairs. She just always seemed like the nicest lady. And what show did she used to... Oh, gosh, was she on DIY Scrapbooking with Sandy Genovese, or was it Scrapbook Memories? She was on one of them a couple of times, but I always liked her projects, and she just seemed like such the nicest lady. And I think that she was the editor for Paper Crafts magazine for a while, but when I came upon this layout and I was so attracted to it, and I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. But, you know, I did have to masculinize mine a little bit, but I loved it. And when I read about it and it said it was done by Stacy Cohen, I was like, I am not surprised. Isn't that funny how you will just be so attracted to a designer's work? And you'll find yourself attracted to it even when you don't know who the designer is. So I had to almost laugh when I saw that she had put this layout together. This layout is from Creating Keepsakes magazine, and it looks like this is the November-December issue. I love my scrapbooking magazines. Look how I put little tabs in there. Now, if it's on the top, this means it is a very good layout that I would like to do. If you have a post-it note along the side, it means that the day I look through this magazine, there are certain pictures that I want to scrap, and if the post-it note is on the side, it is for a pending picture I want to scrap. And if you go down below, that's techniques and ideas that I might like to try out. So it looks a little tacky, but it works for me. And I don't really scrapbook or scrap lift a lot. My picture or my layouts seldom seem to really look like the page that I scrap lifted from, but it is nice to see someone else's work and it gets your ideas flowing. So if you've never read or picked up a copy of Creating Keepsakes, I highly recommend it. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.